Hi, welcome to Alibaba Cloud Training Program. For this training, you will learn about the introduction to the DataWorks. This course introduces you to the design ideas and core capabilities of DataWorks. To help you gain insight into the ideas and capabilities of Alibaba Cloud DataWorks, you will learn about DataWorks development history, its overall architecture, and its modes and their relationships. We will also take the common real-world massive log data analysis task as the curriculum background. After completing the course, you will be able to understand the main features of DataWorks. You'll be able to demonstrate content according to the course, independently complete data acquisition, data development, task operations, and other data jobs common tasks. This course is for all new and old users of DataWorks, such as Java engineers, product operation, HR, etc. Just as long as you are familiar with standard SQL, you can quickly master the basic skills of DataWorks. You don't need to know much about the principles of data warehousing and MaxCompute. However, it is also recommended that you further study the DataWorks course to gain insight into the basic concepts and functions of DataWorks. The topics include the overview of DataWorks, demonstration of DataWorks, data acquisition, demonstration of DataWorks, data processing, and finally, demonstration of DataWorks, data quality monitoring. At the end of this training, we have prepared a 45 minutes test. This will let you check the effectiveness of the training you have learned. Hi, welcome to Alibaba Cloud Training Program. For this session, we shall cover the overview of DataWorks. This is the objective of this training session. We should know what is DataWorks, the architecture and main modules of DataWorks, the main features of DataWorks, and know the scenarios of the use of DataWorks. As an important platform as a service PaaS product in Alibaba Cloud product portfolios, Alibaba Cloud DataWorks offers its users a one-stop solution for data integration, data management, and data governance. It also features offline job scheduling and works straight out of the box. This implies that users do not have to worry about complex underlying cluster establishments and O&M. Moreover, it includes offline O&M job scheduling, visualized development interface, and collaborative work. As such, users can benefit from a secure and efficient environment for offline data development. Additionally, its efficient open APIs helps application developers build a formidable ecosystem for redevelopment. DataWorks relies on MaxCompute as its underlying layer and provides features that apply to scenarios such as data mining, cloud data warehouse creation, as well as offline processing and analysis. DataWorks helps you transmit and convert data and perform additional data operations. You can import data from various storage services, convert, and ultimately extract the data to other data systems. DataWorks was originally developed in 2009 as the internal big data infrastructure of Alibaba Group. After 9 years of R&D, all Alibaba subsidiaries use DataWorks for data integration, data management, and data governance, including e-commerce, S&S, logistics, etc. Before analyzing DataWorks, we will first take a quick look at its role in the Alibaba Cloud Data Warehouses (CDW's) service system and its product architecture. Among a variety of Alibaba Cloud products, DataWorks and MaxCompute make up the core of CDW service capabilities. As a storage computing engine, MaxCompute is responsible for supporting the last layer and provides users with numerous and reliable big data table storage and SQL execution capability. However, MaxCompute alone cannot meet data processing requirements. Data development, data integration, and other CDW services are also required to empower customers with big data. To this end, DataWorks provides a relatively complete solution. Specifically, DataWorks includes 8 major modules. Data integration integrates heterogeneous data to collect numerous data from various source systems on big data cloud platforms. Data development, data warehouse design and ETL development. O&M monitoring, O&M monitoring over jobs in the ETL process. Real-time analysis, real-time analytics, real-time data exploration and analysis, data asset management, metadata management, data map, data lineage, data asset graph, etc. Data quality, the system for data quality control, monitoring, verification, and assessment. Data security, data permission management, classified data marking, data desensitization, and data audits. Data service, data sharing, data switching, and data API services. DataWorks is the best platform for building big data warehouses and provides comprehensive data warehousing services. A comprehensive solution that covers all aspects of data warehousing, DataWorks provides a full solution for data aggregation, data processing, data governance, and data services. The involved features include data integration, data development, data quality, data protection, and data services. Separate production and development environment. DataWorks provides a separate production and development environment. You can debug the code in the development project before realizing your application to the production environment. This ensures the stability and security of your service. End-to-end platform. DataWorks provides an end-to-end platform for all development and debugging tasks, eliminating the need to switch between different tools. Secure and reliable. DataWorks provides the basic security mechanisms, allowing you to manage your data with multiple permission settings. You can drag and drop nodes to create a workflow. You can also edit and debug your code online and ask other developers to join you. Stable and efficient scheduling system. DataWorks schedules millions of tasks concurrently to ensure the stability of your service. DataWorks provides a unified task scheduling platform and supports the scheduling of millions of tasks to streamline data processing. Visualized management. DataWorks provides a DAG-based visual interface. Supports multiple scheduling periods. DataWorks allows you to create minutely, hourly, daily, weekly, and monthly schedules. Monitoring and alarms. DataWorks allows you to create different types of alarms to monitor task status. Collaborative development capability. DataWorks provides multiple roles and permissions so that users can collaborate efficiently. Manage multiple roles. DataWorks allows you to manage multiple roles such as administrators, developers, maintenance personnel, and visitors. This reduces management costs. Collaborative development. DataWorks provides the version management capability and lock mechanism. This enables multiple developers to participate in collaborative development. Powered by strong compute and storage capability of MaxCompute. MaxCompute provides exabyte scale storage and strong compute capabilities. Large-scale computing and storage. Meets 100 GB or above storage and compute needs, with a maximum of exabyte scale storage. High stability. The service has been running stably in Alibaba Cloud internal systems for more than 3 years and meets most of our offline analysis needs. Supports more than 100,000 computing tasks and processes hundreds of PB of data every day. Significantly lowers the TCO. More cost-effective than your private clouds. Better compute and storage capability can reduce the hardware investment costs by 20 to 30%. Secure and reliable. Multiple sandbox protections and the monitoring system can effectively ensure the security of your data. Big data security management. Big data security management provides features such as data asset identification, sensitive data identification, data classification and masking, data access monitoring, risk early warning, and risk auditing. Sensitive data identification. Based on machine learning algorithms, this feature automatically identifies sensitive data in your system and visually displays the types, distribution, and amount of the data. Custom data types can also be identified. Accurate data classification. This feature allows you to perform information classification and create custom data types for better data management. Flexible data masking. This feature provides multiple ways to mask data, Both static and dynamic data masking are supported. Risk monitoring and auditing of suspicious operations. This feature uses multidimensional correlation analysis and algorithm to identify exceptions and suspicious operations, and provides the early warning and auditing visualization feature. Similar to organizations across industries, the energy industry too is adapting to the cloud. Navigate Research states that global cloud-based software for the energy industry will grow to 6 billion by 2025. Alibaba Cloud has always understood the pain points of businesses and seeks to offer a solution that caters to industry demands. Below is a brief description of how Alibaba Cloud DataWorks seeks to transform the energy sector. By combining Alibaba Cloud DataWorks, MaxCompute, and Analytics DB, businesses can set up a cloud platform and big data application services for the energy industry. Thanks to Alibaba Cloud's mature business scaling offerings, organizations no longer have to focus on continuous service expansion. DataWorks also minimizes O&M and investment costs. It ensures an error-free data migration to the cloud with its inclusive service capabilities and secure performance. The meteorological data is made available to DataWorks, which processes the data and forwards it to the various applications. Simultaneously, Java application running on Tomcat server works on the processed data and forwards it to SaaS applications. Organizations are spending money on advertisements like never before. According to Statista, businesses spent $591.07 billion in 2017 alone. Statista also predicts that by 2020, organizations will spend $724.06 billion on creating advertisements across offline and online platforms. As part of their marketing endeavors, organizations are always analyzing their advertisements regarding customers' response and revenue conversion. One also cannot ignore the fact that organizations are constantly trying to reduce their data storage costs created by advertisements. Alibaba Cloud offers its big data products to ensure organizations can make the most out of their raw data and roll out relevant advertisements and provide data storage facilities along with minimized operational costs. Organizations can use Alibaba Cloud DataWorks with data integration, Analytic DB, Quick BI, and MaxCompute. This will subsequently result in enhanced work efficiency by 500%, as the execution of log data analysis proceeds based on SQLs. Businesses can also reduce overall computing and storage costs by 70%. MaxCompute offers plugins for a gamut of open-source software, which makes seamless data migration to the cloud possible. In addition to marketing, departments such as finance, human resources, and operations play critical roles in all businesses. For large organizations, daily operations include analysis of funds, inventory, and human resources, to name a few. It would not be wrong to say that an efficient operation mechanism is critical to business growth and success. However, it is easier said than done. Often, processing a vast volume of raw data across time zones is a significant challenge for organizations. Using cloud computing for business operations has the following advantages: optimization of performance and capacity through effective resource management irrespective of infrastructure location and platform used, meeting service level agreements, introduction of automated service and change management, transparency of business action, and finally, availability of disaster recovery. This is all for this session. Thank you for joining Alibaba Cloud Training Program. Goodbye. Hi, welcome to Alibaba Cloud Training Program. For this session, we shall cover the demonstration of DataWorks. This is the objective of this training session. We should know how to synchronize data from different data sources to MaxCompute, how to quickly trigger task runs, and finally, how to view task logs. In this session, we shall cover the demonstration of data acquisition. We will synchronize the log data to MaxCompute via DataWorks to complete the data acquisition. The related products for this demonstration are MaxCompute and DataWorks. Before you begin this lab, you need to make sure you have an Alibaba Cloud account and have a real name. Course objective: take the common real-world massive log data analysis task as the curriculum background. After completing the course, you will be able to understand the main features of DataWorks. You'll be able to demonstrate content according to the course, independently complete data acquisition, data development, task operations, and other data jobs common tasks. Now let's get started. Log in to the Alibaba Cloud website by using a primary account. Fill in your Alibaba Cloud account and password. Click Sign In. Please note, you need to activate the MaxCompute before you create a workspace. Here, I have already activated the MaxCompute. First, we need to create a workspace. Click DataWorks in the left menu to enter DataWorks console. Click Create Workspace. We need to fill in the configuration items in the Create Workspace dialog box to create a workspace. Here, I select China East 2 region. Select the MaxCompute and Machine Learning platform for AI as the compute engines. Select Data Integration as the DataWorks services. The Data Analytics, O&M, and Administration are selected by default. Click Next. Input the workspace name. Input the display name. Click Create Workspace. We can see the workspace has been successfully created. Then, we need to create an OSS data source and an RDS data source as the original data sources. We will synchronize the data in these data sources to the MaxCompute in the following steps. Click Data Integration in the corresponding workspace to enter Data Integration Console. Click Data Source in the left menu. Click Add Data Source. Let's first create an OSS data source. Input OSS underscore workshop underscore log as the data source name. Paste its endpoint URL. Input DataWorks dash workshop as the bucket. Paste the access key ID. The access key secret. Click Test Connectivity. It shows successful. Please note, if the test connectivity fails, check your AK and the region in which the item is located. Now we create an RDS data source. Click Add Data Source. Select MySQL. Input RDS underscore workshop underscore log as the data source name. Input the description. Paste the RDS instance ID. And RDS instance account. Input workshop as the database name. Paste the username and password. Click Test Connectivity. And after the connectivity test passes, click Complete to save the configuration. And then, let's create a business flow to synchronize the log and user data from the data sources we just created to the MaxCompute. Click the Data Studio to go to the Data Development Console. Click to create a business flow. Input the name of the business flow. Drag a virtual node into the panel. Input the node name. Drag two data sync nodes into the panel. One is OSS underscore data sync, and the other one is RDS underscore data sync. Drag the connection to set the data sync start node to the upstream of both data synchronization nodes. Now let's create two tables in MaxCompute. Right-click Table and choose Create Table. Here, I create ODS underscore raw underscore log underscore D for OSS logs. Input the display name. Choose the partitioned table. Set the time to live. For example, 4 days or whatever you need. And then define the table structure. Click Add Field. Add partition. Save. Click Submit to Production Environment. Create another table. And ODS underscore user underscore info underscore D for RDS. Input the display name. Choose the partitioned table. Set the time to live. For example, 4 days, or whatever you need. And then define the table structure. Click Add Field. Save. Add another field. Save. 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 Add partition. Click Submit to Production Environment. Then let's configure the data synchronization task. Double-click the OSS_DataSync node to go to the node configuration page. Configure the source data source and destination data source. Configure the field mapping. Connect the fields that you want to synchronize. Configure transmission rate with a maximum operating rate of 10 MBS. Verify that the current task is configured. After the confirmation is correct, click Save to save the configuration. Double-click the RDS_DataSync node to configure the other node. Configure the source data source and destination data source. Verify that the current task is configured. Click Save to save the configuration. Run workflow task. Right-click the OSS underscore data synchronization task and select View Log. Right-click the RDS underscore data synchronization task and select View Log. Finally, let's check if the data is successfully imported into MaxCompute. Click Data Analytics, ODPS SQL. Write an SQL statement to check the entries imported into ODS underscore raw underscore log underscore D. Execute it. As we can see, the total number of the record, this indicates that the data has been successfully imported to the MaxCompute. Now that you've learned how to synchronize the log data, complete the data acquisition via DataWorks, you can continue with the next session. In the next session, you will learn how to calculate and analyze the collected data. This is all for this session. Thank you for joining Alibaba Cloud Training Program. Goodbye. Hi. Welcome to Alibaba Cloud Training Program. For this session, we shall cover the demonstration of DataWorks. This is the objective of this training session. We should know how to run a data flow chart, how to create a new data table, how to create a data process task node, and finally, how to configure periodic scheduling properties for tasks. In this session, we shall cover the demonstration of data processing. We will process the log data that has been imported into MaxCompute in the last session. Now, let's log in to the Alibaba Cloud website by using a primary account. Fill in your Alibaba Cloud account and password. Click Sign In. Click DataWorks in the left menu to enter DataWorks console. Click Data Analytics in the corresponding workspace. Let's create a table ODS underscore log underscore info underscore D. Right-click on the table node. Click Create Table. Input the table name ODS underscore log underscore info underscore D. Click to switch to DDL mode. Paste the SQL statements. Create table structure. We can see the columns have been generated. Input the display name. Choose the partitioned table checkbox. Set the time to live, 1 day. Click Submit to Development Environment and Submit to Production Environment. Then create the DW underscore user underscore info underscore all underscore D table in the same way. Right-click on the table node. Click Create Table. Input the table name. Click to switch to DDL mode. Paste the SQL statements. Create table structure. Input the display name. Choose the partitioned table checkbox. Set the time to live 1 day. Click Submit to Development Environment and Submit to Production Environment. Create the last table. Right-click on the table node. Click Create Table. Input the table name. Click to switch to DDL mode. Paste the SQL statements. Create table structure. Input the display name. Set the time to live 1 day. Click Submit to Production Environment and Submit to Production Environment. Now let's open the business flow and drag 3 ODPS SQL nodes to the canvas. Drag the first ODPS SQL node to the canvas. Input the node name as ODS underscore log underscore info underscore D. The second node, input the name DW underscore user underscore info underscore all underscore D. The last node, input the name RPT underscore user underscore info underscore D. Configure the dependencies. Now let's create user-defined functions. Right-click Resource and select Create Resource. Select JAR, Upload. Browse to the file ip2region.jar. Note, you can refer to the DataWorks documentation to get the download address. Click OK. After the resource has been uploaded to production environment, click Submit. Right-click the function and select Create Function. Enter the function name getRegion in the Function Registry dialog box. Specify the class name, Resources. Click Save and Submit. Now let's configure ODPS SQL nodes. Configure the first node. Double-click the ODS underscore log underscore info underscore D node to go to the node configuration page. Paste the SQL statements. Click Save. Double-click the DW underscore user underscore info underscore all underscore D node to go to the node configuration page. Paste the SQL statements. Click Save. Double-click the RPT underscore user underscore info underscore D node to go to the last node configuration page. Paste the SQL statements. Save. Click Submit to submit the node's tasks that you have configured in the business flow. Check to select all nodes. Submit. Now let's run the business flow. Click Run to verify the code logic. Succeeded. Click Queries in the left-hand navigation bar. Create ODPS SQL. Input the node name. Write the SQL statement. Select the asterisk symbol from rpt underscore user underscore info underscore d, where dt equals 20180722. It gets a bunch of records from the database. After the business flow is submitted, it indicates that the task has entered the development environment, but the task of developing an environment does not automatically schedule, so the tasks completed by the configuration need to be published to the production environment. Before publishing to the production environment, test this task code. Click Publish to go to the Publish page. Select the task to publish and click Add to Notes to publish. Click View Nodes to publish. Publish. After the task has been published successfully, click Operation Center. Click Cycle Task. Select the task. Right-click the root node in the DAG graph and select Patch Data to current and child nodes. Specify the business date. Click OK. It will automatically redirect to the Patch Data Task instance page. Now that you've learned how to create SQL tasks, how to handle raw log data, you can continue with the next session, which will introduce how to set up data quality monitoring for tasks. This is all for this session. Thank you for joining Alibaba Cloud Training Program. Goodbye. Hi. Welcome to Alibaba Cloud Training Program. For this session, we shall cover the demonstration of DataWorks. This is the objective of this training session. We should know how to configure monitoring rules for data quality for tasks and ensure the task runs quality issues. This session mainly discusses how to monitor the data quality in the business flow of the previous sessions, set up quality monitoring rules, monitor alerts, and tables. Data Quality (DQC) is a one-stop platform that supports quality verification, notification, and management services for a wide range of heterogeneous data sources. Currently, Data Quality supports monitoring of MaxCompute data tables and DataHub real-time data streams. When the offline MaxCompute data changes, the data quality verifies the data and blocks the production links to avoid spread of data pollution. Furthermore, data quality provides verification of historical results. Thus, you can analyze and quantify data quality. In the streaming data scenario, data quality can monitor the disconnections based on the DataHub data tunnel. Data quality also provides orange and red alarm levels and supports alarm frequency settings to minimize redundant alarms. The process of using data quality is to configure monitoring rules for existing tables. After you configure a rule, you can run a trial to verify the rule. When the trial is successful, you can associate this rule with a scheduling task. Once the association is successful, every time the scheduling task code is run, the data quality validation rules are triggered to improve task accuracy. Once the subscription is successful, the data quality of this table will be notified by mail or alarm whenever there is a problem. Before starting this session, you should complete the data acquisition and data processing sessions. Now let's log in to Alibaba Cloud website by using a primary account. Fill in your Alibaba Cloud account and password. Click Sign In. Click DataWorks in the left menu to enter DataWorks console. Click Data Analytics in the corresponding workspace. If you have completed the log data upload and user portrait demonstrations, you will have the following table. The most important thing in data quality is the configuration of table rules. So the question is, how do you configure table rules reasonably? Let's take a look at how the tables above are configured with table rules. Let's log in to the Data Quality console. You can see all the table information under the item in the rule configuration. Now, we are going to configure the data quality monitoring rules for the ODS_raw_log_d datasheet. Click Configure Monitoring Rules to go to the Rules Configuration page. You can review the data sources for this ODS_raw_log_d table. The data for ODS_raw_log_d table is from the FTP. Its partition is $bdp.system.bizdate format and is written into the table as dbp.system.bizdate is the date to get to the day before. For this type of daily log data, you can configure the partition expression for the table. There are several kinds of partition expressions, and you can use dt equals $YYYY mmdd-1. Please note, if there is no partition columns in the table, you can configure it as no partition. Depending on the real partition value, you can configure the corresponding partition expression. Create rule, then add monitoring rule. The data in this table comes from the log file that is uploaded by FTP as the source table. You need to determine whether there is data in this table partition as soon as possible. If there is no data in this table, you need to stop the subsequent tasks from running as if the source table does not have data. The subsequent task runs without meaning. When configuring rules, you need to select the rules template as the number of table rows. Set the strength of the rule to strong. Click the Save button after the settings are completed. Now let's test the rule. In the upper right corner, there is a Node Test button that can be used to verify configured rules. The Test button can immediately trigger the validation rules for data quality. When you click the Test button, you are prompted for a window to confirm the test date. After a run is clicked, there will be a prompt information below telling you to jump to the test results by clicking Prompt Information. Data quality supports being associated with scheduling tasks. After the table rules and scheduling tasks are bound, when the task instance is run, the data quality check is triggered. There are two ways to schedule table rules. 1. Perform table rule associations in operations center tasks. 2. Association in the regular configuration interface for data quality. After the association scheduling, every time the scheduling task is run, the data quality verification is triggered. Data quality supports setting up rules subscriptions and you can set up subscriptions for important tables and their rules. Set up your subscription to alert you based on the results of the data quality check. If the data quality check results are abnormal, notifications are made based on the configured alarm policy. Click Subscriptions to set up subscription methods. Email notifications. Email and SMS notifications are currently supported. After the subscription management settings are set up, you can view and modify them in My Subscription. It is recommended that you subscribe to all rules so that the verification results are not notified in a timely manner. The data in the ODS_user_info_d table is from RDS database. When you configure rules, you need to configure the table to check the number of rows and the unique validation of the primary key to avoid duplication of data. Similarly, you need to configure a monitoring rule for petition field first, and the monitoring time expression is DT equals $YYYY MMDD-1. After successful configuration, you can see a successful partition configuration record in the partition expression that has been added. After the partition expression is configured, click Create Rule on the right to configure the validation rules for data quality. Add monitoring rules for table rows. Rule intensity is set to strong. Comparison mode is set to expectations greater than 0. Add column level rules and set primary key columns to monitor columns. The template type is the number of repeated values in the field is verified, and the rule is set to weak. The comparison mode is set to a field where the number of duplicate values is less than 1. After the setting is completed, click the Save button. Don't forget to try Test Run. Bind to Schedules, Subscription. The data of this ODS_log_info_d table mainly is the analysis of the data in the table. Because the data in the log cannot be configured for excessive monitoring, you only need to configure the validation rules that is not empty for the table data. The partition expression for the first configuration table is DT equals $YYYY MMDD-1. The configuration table data is not an empty calibration rule. and the rule strength should be set to strong. The comparison is set to an expected value of not equal to 0. And after the setup is complete, click the Save button. This DW_user_info_all_d table is a summary of data for both the ODS_user_info_d table and the ODS_log_info_d table. Because the process is relatively simple, the ODS layer is also configured with a rule that the number of the table rows is not empty. So the table does not have the data quality monitoring rules configured to save on computing resources. The RPT_user_info_d table is the result table after the data aggregation. Based on the data in this table, you can monitor the number of table rows for fluctuations and verify the unique values for primary keys. Partition expression for the first configuration table is dt equals $YYYY MMDD-1. Then you may configure the monitoring rules. Click Create Rule on the right and click Add Monitoring Rules to monitor columns. The number of repeated values in the field is verified and the rule is set to weak. The comparison style is set to field repeat values less than 1. As you may notice, the lower the tables are in the data warehouse, the more times the strong rules are set. That's because the data in the ODS layer is used as the raw data in the warehouse, and you need to ensure the accuracy of its data. Avoiding poor data quality in the ODS layer and stop it in time. This is all for this session. Thank you for joining Alibaba Cloud Training Program. Goodbye. This is all for the training sessions of the Introduction to the Alibaba DataWorks. Here is the recap. In this training, you have learned about DataWorks' development history, its overall architecture, its features, and its usage scenarios. We also took the common real-world massive log data analysis task as a curriculum background. We demonstrated how to use DataWorks to do data acquisition, data processing, and data quality monitoring. I hope from this training you have a clear understanding of the Alibaba DataWorks. You will be able to understand the main features of DataWorks, be able to demonstrate content according to the course, independently complete data acquisition, data development, task operations, and other common data tasks. Thank you for joining our training session. I appreciate that. Goodbye.